This map shows an 8,000-kilometer belt of grassland stretching from Eastern Europe all the way to northern China. In this environment, extreme weather and shifting seasons make permanent stone structures a liability, necessitating a life of pastoral nomadism. Survival on the open steppe is dictated by what can be carried on a horse, meaning every possession must serve a practical, life-saving function. This brightly colored Mongolian robe, called a del, functions as a thick windbreak and thermal insulator for riders facing sub-zero temperatures. The horse-riding Turco-Mongol tribes adapted to this landscape by developing garments that functioned as specialized portable survival equipment. Garments provided a portable survival kit, an extreme weather shelter, and hidden defensive armor. The primary engineering challenge on the steppe is creating a material that is windproof and warm, yet flexible enough to be transported on a saddle. The brilliant solution was felt. These resilient tribes were known historically across the region as the generation that live in felt tents, using the material for both their mobile housing and their heavy winter coats. As shown here, makers began by laying out an old mother felt base and stacking 3 layers of new wool on top. They added grass to prevent the wool from sticking together prematurely. The entire layered stack was tightly rolled inside a soaked oxhide and bound with leather straps. Finally, they attached this heavy roll to a horse and dragged it across the ground. This motion intensely kneaded the fibers together into a dense mat. This labor produced an impenetrable material that provided both structural stability for tents and insulation against the cold. While felt solved the problem of warmth, riders still needed a way to carry essential tools while in the saddle. Traditional nomadic garments like the del do not feature pockets, a design choice which would be extremely difficult to access while actively riding. Instead, nomads used a modular belt system, providing instant access to equipment without dismounting. Men suspended their everyday carry items from silver chains on these belts, including flints for fire starting and sets containing a knife, chopsticks, and toothpicks. Women used an identical system to carry pouches containing essential sewing kits for on-the-spot repairs of clothing and gear. The belt functioned as a tactical utility rig, maximizing the daily efficiency of a tough society that lived entirely on horseback. Combat on the steppe required protection that didn't sacrifice the mobility needed for horse archery. This led to the use of clothing that appeared ordinary but hid defensive reinforcements within its construction. The Dzogchen tribe reinforced their robes with thin, woven willow mats or cast-iron plates hidden directly over the chest and stomach. Even nomadic footwear was engineered with combat in mind, transforming the standard riding boot into lower leg armor. Bootmakers inserted tiny, overlapping metal plates between the outer leather and the inner lining, creating a flexible layer of shin protection. These boots often featured upward curling toes, a design that stabilized the foot in the stirrup, while also fulfilling a Buddhist-influenced goal of avoiding stepping on insects. By disguising their tactical gear beneath everyday attire, nomadic warriors remained protected without losing the speed of light cavalry. When analyzed together, these elements that needed felt, modular belts, and hidden reinforcements reveal a highly sophisticated approach to material science. The image of the primitive herdsman is a misconception, overlooking the technical nature of nomadic life. The bronze statue of Genghis Khan represents an empire supported by these material innovations, allowing riders to operate in conditions that would cripple standard infantry. In an environment where weight is a liability, these design choices, from wool density to belt placement, address specific survival needs. Central Asian nomads demonstrate that effective engineering is often found in the materials and hidden linings of their everyday gear.